Ladies and gentlemen, I'm NoGod21. Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Last time, I took a little trek through the Frostback Mountains to get to Orzammar, and I dilly-dallied by completing some side quests, or some sections of some side quests. Point is, I procrastinated a little bit. Just a little bit. Anyway, we're now here in Orzammar, which is basically on the brink of civil war. Fantastic. And the only way to get Orzammar and Dwarven support for the Blight is to deal with their secession problem. Fantastic! But first things first though, let me look at my inventory. Okay, we're good. Before we deal with the main quest, there's a bunch of Orzammar to explore. Let's look around, see what we can find, gather some side quests, and move on. That leads to Diamond Quarter, Nug Wrangler Bormar. Why do you have a name, sir?
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. Now I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
Apparently this guy's having problems with some nugs. Are they dangerous? If I see any, I'll send them your way. Good luck with that. I don't think nugs are dangerous, but it doesn't hurt to ask.
Gotta boil them before roasting, but otherwise no, safe as sand. Some people swear they make good pets. May as well leash a turnip, I say.
Well, if we see any, we'll send them.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
A lost nug. I don't know why it's not labeled on the map. Nug Wrangler Bormar has lost his nug inventory. Find one of them to get him back on his feet. That shouldn't be so hard. Garrett!
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Have a look at my shop, I hope. Nothing can hear it. Are you alright? That I should see myself out. I think this guy has a problem.
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad vein. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging, then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work I've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
Aren't dwarves immune to lyrium effects? I don't understand what happened to you. Thanks, I will. Yeah, aren't dwarves supposed to be immune to magic? Or at least something like it?
Of course we are. Weak surfacers like you touch the raw ore, and you'll bleed from your eyeballs in hours. Weird seeing how big you are. Even surface dwarves lose it. Us down here, though, we should be able to handle it just fine. Only not too much, and not every day, and not breathing the dust, and not direct in the blood. Ancestors' own bad luck.
Ah, I get it. Surface dwarves have problems because they're not underground where the lyrium is. Therefore, they are more sensitive to it than their underground brethren. Makes sense?
Right. Best in the trade, you know. I worked the ore myself.
I'm sure you do. Tome of Physical Technique. Hello. Now he sells dwarven armor. A golden mirror. Hello. Gold amulet. Gemmed bracelet. Large clear fire crystal. I'll take a large clear natural crystal. Ooh, life giver. Plus 10 constitution, plus 3 health regeneration in combat, plus 10 health regeneration while exploring, plus 3 to armor, and 20% healing effects received. Yes, please. I will take that ring and give it to someone that Oh, yes. Now to just sell the shale and gain all my money back. I imagine normally you're only supposed to Oh, this guy sells a small clear fire crystal. I'll buy one of those and sell the chipped one that we have. Anything else that we need to get? Ah, the Tome of Physical Technique. And I know the elven rogue who could use that. Here you go, Zevran. That will give you the first one of lockpicking. In hindsight, I should have duped the physical tome so I would have more. Oh well. Hey look, a nug. That was fast. Wrangle the nug in the box ready for delivery. Well, that was the easy side quest.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
I got one for you right here.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
Alright, and if we find any nugs, we can make some decent coin. Let's see. Narav. You have a name.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive.
This is Balin. Is that King Endrin's son? People are at each other's throats. What do you know about this Lord Haramont? Well, people are at each other's throats.
The city is torn apart. King Endrin is dead, and the Assembly can't decide who takes the throne. Lord Haramont or that monster Balin.
Why such the hate?
Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along.
Okay, is Haramont qualified to rule? Who are you? Did you know King Endrin? How did Endrin die? Let's ask how he died.
He died in bed after his eldest son was murdered, and the Assembly condemned his second son for it. I cannot blame him for preferring to join the ancestors in eternal peace, if Balin didn't murder him himself.
Did you know King Endrin?
Only as a potential match for one of his sons. He was a good king, stern and fair and just.
Ah. Orzammar's quite interesting if you made a dwarven noble character, I can say that. Is Haramont qualified to rule?
He is a good man and a skilled general. King Endrin trusted him with his life, and I will do no less.
Who are you?
I am Narav Helmi, third daughter of the second matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger, what brings you to Orzammar at such a time?
Well, we're a Grey Warden and we're seeking aid against the Blight, so obviously that's the best choice to pick. Other than I should go now. Who has the authority to defend against the Blight?
A Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you mean?
Authority to defend against the Blight. I have a treaty compelling Orzammar to aid against the Blight. Might as well continue on.
A blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. I'm sorry, stranger. I fear there will be no aid for you in Orzammar. If you seek Lord Haramont's support, I suggest you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferender. He might be able to get you an audience.
Ah, thanks. Now, here's the thing. We have two options to choose. Haramont or Balin. Hello, Dagda. Dagna, you're outside your father's shop. I might as well talk to your father, because you ran off without me talking to you so much. Janar.
Welcome to Janar Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail. At Janar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
I doubt platinum makes good armor, but okay. Let's see what you got. You know anything about what's happening with the king? Are you part of the Smith cast? Janar, do you have a daughter named Dagna? Let's not ask him about his daughter. Let's have it be a surprise. Are you part of the Smith cast?
Aye, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fall and tacit, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face, you're not a smith yourself.
Nope, not at all. Let's see what he has.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Dwarven war axe, dwarven longsword, dwarven mace, crossbow, heavy dwarven helmet. Rock knocker, plus 25 physical resistance. Okay. Dwarven armor, massive and heavy varieties. Okay. And nothing else. Okay. Well, Janar, I hope you enjoy having no daughter for the rest of your life. Oh, I am such an asshole.
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers, keep him safe, for you know what it is to mourn.
Vilda.
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
Who are you? What are you praying for? So this is some kind of shrine? What is she praying down here for?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Safe return. Your son is missing. I'll leave you to your grief. What happened to him? Let's ask.
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Did anyone go after him to Deep Roads? Nice one was certainly dead. I'll leave you to your grief. Do you want me to go look for him? Did anyone go after him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Dark Spawn that way.
We shouldn't abandon him. We'll go after him.
How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself.
Well, since we're Grey Warrens, killing Darkspawn is our job.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Don't get your hopes up. We could search the Deep Roads for decades with no sight of the boy.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
Really, Zevran? I mean, I know that the sentiment is for her not to get her hopes up and be crushed under depression, but come on. Show a little bit of tact. Legnar, you're a merchant.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
Oh, great, a Balin. Propaganda-nist person. What do you call someone that spews a party's propaganda? What do you call them? A bullhorn? No, that ain't right. Oh, fuck it. You approve of this chaos? Your allegiance to Balin is clear. Why? Let's ask him why.
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
Fair enough. Let's see what you have in the store.
I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
Thanks, you asshole. Ooh, Torn the Mortal Vessel. This tome gives the reader one or more points to spend attributes, but is rendered useless afterwards. I'll take this. I can't duplicate it, but I'll be fine. Quicksilver arming cap, +2 cunning. Yes. Silver hammers evaders, chance to avoid missile attacks, and it is mage boots. Okay, I'll take it. Shadow of the Empire. Drake skin. An Orlesian design, but unusually subdued and bearing, of all unlucky things, the Royal Seal. +2 strength, dexterity, and +1 stamina regeneration in combat. I'll take it. I'll take the gifts as well. Silver Demon Head Ring. Alley King's Flagon. Golden symbol of Andraste and a remarkable sapphire. Okay. I'm getting some good stuff here. Plus, I'm buying the items that I don't usually get because I never have the money for them. And I never ever come back to Orzammar when I'm done here. I imagine a lot of these more powerful items that cost over 50 gold, you're meant to buy at the end of the game, where you have a lot of gold to spend. But at that point, you don't really use the stuff that you buy. Oh, whatever. Where's that book? Book. Come here, book. Where is it? What the hell? There it is. More stats? Yes, please. It's a single +1, but I'll take it. Brother Burkle.
Maker's blessing on you, brother.
I didn't think the dwarves believed in the Maker. May his divine spirit always fight your light. Not very religious, sorry. I'm surprised a dwarf actually worships the Maker down here.
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Whose permission do you need? Don't the dwarves worship their ancestors or something? Well, good luck with that. Let me know how it turns out, and I will not help you spread your lies. Yeah, don't the dwarven culture worship ancestry? Why are you here?
There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. But Orzammar persists in worshipping its paragons and forefathers instead of the Maker.
Let them worship whatever they like. The Kun is the only way to enlightenment.
If that is true, then he will come to it in time. Your path is no truer than his. If the Kun is the true path, why suppress the chantry? Bah, you're both tedious. I'll hear no more of this. He'll come to it in time.
Perhaps. Each must find his own way to the truth.
Are you saying you will help?
Well, whose permission do you need?
The Shaperate controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
The Shaper of Memories. Do you want me to talk to him for you? Well, good luck with that. Let me know how it turns out. What's the Shaper of Memories?
The Shaper of Memories controls the Shaperate, Orzammar's record system. Like the Chantry's historians, but more thorough. They track the births and lineage of every dwarf born in the city, every property sale, death in battle, marriage, or divorce.
My god, that must be hell when it comes to bookkeeping. Oh god, I would not want to work there. Even though I went to school for bookkeeping and accounting. Oh boy, all that crap must have been hell. Well, if I bump into this shape, any idea where I can find this Shaper? You probably need more convincing than I could. Do you want me to blah, 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 blah. Where can we find this Shaper?
The Shaperette is in the prime tier of the city, near the royal estate. Does this mean you will help me then?
If I bump into him, I'll mention it.
I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always. Please, let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
Ay. A chant in the deep. If I actually get the quest, I typically forget about it. Let's see, that leads to Dust Town, which essentially is the lawless region of Orzammar. Oh, hey, another nug. I'll be taking this. Yoink. Squeak! Nugs are essentially weird...
I should have stayed in that cage.
Okay. I was gonna say something, but I forgot what it was. It was about nugs. Giant rodents that are a mixture between rabbits and mole rats. Yeah! What the hell? There's a rich one. We'll play plenty for their kit once we... Oh, great. We're dealing with thugs now.
We'll get plenty of that once we cut them out of it.
Oh,
Good day to die!
Rough feet and you
invisibility doesn't mean jack shit. You get spotted, jackass.
Run while you can.
Can I get you a ladder?
Aw.
So you can get off my back?
I think Stan was stunned and couldn't take a healing potion in time. Oh well. Get back here, you running, cowarding bitch.
Breaking a sweat already? Die already!
You idiot, you opened your back to Zevran. That's not a smart plan. Okay. Can the combat music stop, please? Stan, get up. Come on, big guy.
Healing would be helpful now.
Anyway.
Now's better than later.
Woo! Level up. Perfect. Master poison making, or do I work on combat tactics, since everyone already has master combat training? Well, since I don't really use poisons and grenades, fuck it. Combat tactics. And improve lockpicks. Alright. Now Zevran can actually open up some locks if we come across them. Fantastic. Anyway. Ruggick.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
I'm also not a dwarf, I'm an elf. I'm a Grey Warden. Simple as that.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity. Especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I'm listening.
Human kings, you know, they make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
You have a deal. 50's a bit much when you got no options. 40. Must be dangerous if you're paying so much. Smuggling is illegal. I'm turning... fuck it. Let's not worry. It's not like I can't make more money. You have a deal.
Here's the lyrium, then. You, probably don't want to take it out of the box. I'll be waiting for the next order somewhere out of sight. Say, just around the corner.
You got it. I may have lost 50 gold, but I can make that back, no problem. Assembly directive. On dwarven property. Now let's see, what's this place? Orzamar's Emporium. Sounds like a shop of some kind. Let's go in. Hello, Orzammar.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
This doesn't look like a store. Never mind, I was just leaving. Let's just see his wares.
Of course.
Asshole. Okay, he sells traps and what looks like poisons and gas and grenades. Okay. You don't sell unlimited lyrium dust, so that's not worth it. Okay. Remarkable amethyst. I'll take it. Senior enchanter robes. Let's compare that to what Morrigan is wearing. 2 willpower, 2 magic, plus 6 defense. While the Archon gives 0.75 health regeneration in combat, 3 armor, and 2 spell power. What's Wynn wearing? The same thing. So do I want to see Morrigan in red? That's tempting. Affords boots, hello. The rampant griffin of the Grey Wardens is stamped on the inside of these well-armored boots. When equipped with the set of the F4 armor and gloves and the helm called Duty, the character's spells or talents cost less to activate. Let's get there and see if we can get the whole set. And I suddenly just changed my entire accent. Sell the arrows, sell the bolts. Okay. Get these. Backhands. 10% critical and backstab damage. Alright, I'll take it. Do you have anything else that would be interesting for me to buy? Doesn't look like it. So now it's time to earn my money back. And we're golden. Beggars, beggars, beggars. Nadiza, idle dwarf, beggar, beggar, beggar.
Spare a bit for the needy?
Zerlinda.
It's not for me, it's for my child. Have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Here's 5 silvers, buy yourself a meal. Why doesn't your son's father help you? Get a job! Yeah, where's the father in this mess?
A question I ask every day. He was eager enough for a daughter who would bring him into the mining caste. But since the boy was born, I've not seen nose or heel of the lout. And me alone on the street, forbidden to return to my family unless I... But no, I can't bear to even think of it.
What does your family want you to do? What's wrong? You seem upset. Is there anything I can do to help? What's your family want?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Wow. Wait a minute. If you're a miner, why would your son be casteless?
In Orzammar, lineage is traced through the child's same-sex parent. Had my baby been a girl, she would have been a miner like me. But as a boy, my son is considered tainted forever by his father's seed.
Is there any other solution? You'd be better off if you exposed him to somewhere. That's horrible.
I cannot abandon my baby. The Shapers teach that only children of true lineage exist, not those born casteless. But they never carried a child. He cries like any other infant, and smiles when he's warm and full. I can't kill him because of an accident of birth, an accident I forced on him.
What kind of life will he have? We're not convincing her to kill a baby. Who? What kind of monster does that? Seriously? Excuse me for a minute. Sorry about that. I heard something thumping around, but it turns out it was nothing. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes. Seriously, what kind of monster convinces a woman to kill her child? I mean, some people are meant to be parents, yes, but this is not that kind of situation. Why don't you just head up to the surface?
I thought about that. They say there's no caste up there, that humans don't care about lineage. I've never met a surfacer, though. I thought it might not be safe.
Maybe I could reach your family. I'm from the surface. It'll be hard there, but you can make a life there. You'll be fine. Up there, it's my people they look down on. And stay here or die, she can't take a risk. Yeah, humans are at least accepting of dwarves. And since she's a miner, she could be useful. Elves, well, not so much.
Strange that you would encourage me with one breath and be so bitter with the next. However you complain, you look well-fed and well-clothed. And that is more than I can give my son here. Thank you, stranger, for opening my eyes. Perhaps I'll see you next in the light of the sun.
Quest completed. Excellent. What's here? Slum's household. Good. Is there anything in here? No, but 2 chests. Alright, Zevra, can you unlock them?
This won't take long.
No. Alright, well, I tried. That's it for the Slums District. Well, that's it for Dusttown right now. We'll come back here later. Now we need to head up to the Diamond Quarter, which is the noble section of the city. Went from the entrance to the slums, now we're heading to the High District. Great. Unless there's something else I can go into. Oh, the tavern. Of course, I forgot to check out the tavern. And Figures Imports, of course. I'm not so accustomed to not having a loading screen. Waitress, Cora, Nevin, Patron.
Told him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me. Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
You know me, we're Charles Frass. Controversial opinion for a dwarf in the Assembly. Most humans treat my people like you're casteless. I'm not looking for introductions or debate. Yeah, it is a rather controversial opinion for a dwarf in the Assembly.
Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
I like this guy. So how does the caste system work anyway?
Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the Assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill.
Well, that is a shitty way of doing things. That's a shitty society to have. So you get to vote on the next king.
Me and 79 other fine, upstanding examples of how someone who's born into every privilege inevitably wants more. They're not fond of my views on equality.
Most upstart mobiles aren't. So who are you voting for?
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning.
Well, we should get going.
As you wish.
Well, the 2 candidates are Harrowmont, the stout dwarven traditionalist, and Prince Balin, someone who is rather outgoing, shall we say. This guy's nervous.
What? Get away. You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends.
Is this Darkspawn corruption or just madness? And what are you talking about? Let's ask him what he's talking about, because he's not making sense.
They follow you. Once you are in the story, they possess your friends and follow. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
Unbound. The riders follow after every town ever since my lucky bird discovered to Okay. I am deeply concerned and confused. But okay.
Atrust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you?
I'd like a drink. I'd like to hear about the city. I'm just looking. Let's get a drink.
With 52 types of ale, 17 types of mead, and a dozen imported wines, we should be able to serve your needs. What do you have?
A round of the best on the house. A round for myself in the house.
Someone's feeling generous. A round of Valentis Red for everyone. This, my friend, is the Paragon of Ales. The best your money can buy. Enjoy.
In dwarven and in the Rusha Saradova hatten women Nasungala Novrug and Premala Nova Arhante Kaparagan Veram the Shir Oram the Sea and Tina Breka and Sordans Nedek Varaks Kor Helvarik Stak dessa parva gorda bindar dek chavirladi. Orda shebna gorham raksa paragan veram gatrik.
I think I made a couple of friends with that.
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
Don't mind if I do.
I recommend the Lycan Ale. They brew it downstairs. Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's Expeditionary Field Unit. Yourself?
You work for Balin. Who's your unit fighting? Grey Warden.
Figured as much. Good folks, Wardens. I was in the Deep Roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dukan, Dunka... something like that.
Duncan.
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the Deep Roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
So who's your unit fighting?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
So he works for Balin.
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
Good man. Well, thanks for the drink. Actually, we've never been in Deep Roads.
Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones.
Who else is in Deep Roads?
Lord Harriman's got his own men there, all looking for signs of Bronca. Guess the city's getting to miss having a paragon. Everyone wants someone to put in charge.
Of course they do. Who's Bronca?
Bronca was a paragon, some kind of great smith or whatnot. But she went batty and let her whole house into the Deep Roads more than 2 years ago. No chance she could have survived. And a lot of good men are gonna die looking for her corpse. Excuse me. This brew is starting to taste awful bitter.
Alright, well, we'll leave him to his drinking. I got a feeling he's not gonna survive the excursion into the Deep Roads. Anyway, well, let's see. Now we need to head to the imports, then head into the Diamond Quarter. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a dialogue yet. I probably haven't crossed the trigger threshold. That requires a key. Never mind then. Nug Wrangler, got one.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. But there's more out there.
You're welcome. I better double check over here to make sure there's no... Aha! Now that I've actually talked to the Nug Wrangler, the Nugs have actually spawned on the map. Now, I may be doing this for small amounts of coin, but if I remember correctly, this guy, if we collect all the Nugs that are in Orzammar, he'll give us a pet Nug.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. But there's more out there.
And the pet Nug, we can give to Liliana as a gift. Who she names, I believe it's Schmooples. Or something like that. Which is kind of weird, considering she doesn't have a pet Nug in Inquisition. I wonder what she did with it. Welcome to the Diamond Quarter. Looks a little nicer.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
Nice to know.
Questions arise regarding Lord Balin's impending marriage to a casteless commoner. Favoritism to the casteless suspected.
Actually, Orzammar Crier, I'm surprised he actually mentioned that line. Balin's getting married to a casteless dwarven woman, who is the sister of the commoner dwarf character you can make. Small world. Diamond Mall, I guess I'll not take it because I don't have room. You know, Zevran, I think you need another gift. I want you to have... Here, have a gem bracelet.
How nice.
You're welcome. Zevran approves +3. Yeah, unless they're specific gifts, just random gifts ain't gonna do much. So that is House Harriman. We're not gonna talk to them yet. Wall carving. We'll look at it. Get the codex. House Hydukin, Shield of Orzammar.
Lord Harrowmont, said to have kicked Castless in the street. Does he respect none beneath his station?
I'm surprised you guys aren't killed. Then again, this is the Diamond Quarter, and they're apparently
short people. They do rather like their buildings tall.
Yeah, it's a really weird thing that the dwarves have. They're short people, but they build their structures giant and massive. I don't know why. And this is the Royal Palace. We don't need to go there. We need to head to the Shaperate. And the Assembly, of course. Ah, Chamber of the Assembly. Might as well get this started. Vartag, Assembly Guard. Let's not talk to him yet.
The Assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Thank you, sir.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the Assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Wonderful.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the Assembly of the Clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
I'm just observing, pay me no mind.
Oh, Stone. You must be the Grey Warden. I completely forgot about the Gate Guard's message. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
Blight is coming. Is there any way I can break this stalemate? Who has the authority? I mean, a Blight is coming.
Troubling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The Assembly is blind to all else.
Great. Does the city not care about the end of the world?
This is their world, and it ended when Endron died.
Okay, so how do we break the stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. Dulin Ferender, Harrowmont's man, can be found at the Harrowmont estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the Assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Well, we have to pick a side. We'll sort that out later. Now let's head into the Shaper. Because once we start picking a side, it's a fast track to head into the deep roads, which is my most hated area of the entire fucking game. Okay, welcome to the Shaperit.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories? Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperit. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dusttown. They couldn't know the value.
A thief in the House of Learning. Track down the thief who stole a tome from the Shaperit. The Shaperit reported a theft from the Shaperit. The thief has a bald head with a garish tattoo, suggesting he's a brand from the slums. Excuse me?
Now is better than later.
The Legion of Steel. Orta.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I, don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last Blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
And considering the last Blight was 400 years ago, I could try to look. I could look and return some of that Orton. I'm a Grey Warden. I'm not afraid of the deep roads. We have to go there anyway.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrimont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
Don't worry. We'll find it. Shaperit scribes, books, books, and more books. Let's get these codex entries.
I'll get on it.
Do. In praise of the humble Nug. How can a Nug be humble? It's a rodent. Legion of the Dead.
You are not quite as callow as I thought.
Uh-oh.
That is unexpected.
I did not mean to click on Sten. Thanks, I guess, callow. You thought I was callow? What's that supposed to mean? Thanks.
You're welcome. As you wish.
I think we're starting to gain Sten's respect a little bit. It's mostly because we've given him paintings, but I'll take what I can get. Traditional Dwarven folk songs. Wall of Memories. I don't think we can open up that chest, but Zevran, give it a shot. Nope. Alright. Moving on. Oh, I missed you. Deep Roads. Shaper.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
What kind of name is Zebor? Oh, whatever. I'll be right back again. Sorry about that, I went to go refill my coffee. Anyway. How do you know who I am? Shaper of Memories? I assume word's gone around, so I'm not even gonna bother asking. What's a Shaper of Memories?
The Shaperit guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved in Lyrium all of the records of Dwarven history. The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life, how we trace lost ties. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad.
I'd like to ask your permission to open a chantry here.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
I come on behalf of Brother Burkle.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
Would you rather wait for a human army to convert you? What harm would it do to let him preach? The chantry's charities could greatly aid Orzammar, but the chant must be sung from all corners of the world! Well, technically we're underground, but whatever. Let's use our cunning here.
What sort of charities do you mean?
Well, let's see. The chantry cares for the widows and orphans. The chantry could provide work for the castless. The chantry will educate children of all castes. I'm not sure what the best answer for this is. Let's go with option 2.
I am not certain this is in Orzammar's best interests. Our castes have served us well, but it's possible this service could benefit our people. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
Nope.
I will record this conversation in the memories. I hope I do not come to regret it.
Probably not at this moment, but probably centuries down the line, most likely, yes. But who cares? The person I'm considering putting on the throne would probably open up the doors to Orzammar, and the chantry would come down here regardless. Anyway, let's return to Brother Burkle, tell him the good news, and then call it a day. Oh, now the music kicks in.
Lord Balin is the voice of change and defense. Lord Haramont is the voice of stagnation and ruin.
You gotta love town criers.
News of the hour. Questions remain as to Lord Balin's involvement in King Endrin's death. Possibility of patricide scandals shocking.
Hilarious. But here's the thing. Patricide is common in dwarven politics.
I'll get on it.
So, nobles killing nobles to gain more power, that's normal. The political game is strong in here. Here's a question. Orzammar politics versus King's Landing. Who would win in terms of the Game of Thrones? Here's an interesting debate I would love to have happen. Burkle, guess what?
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
He's agreed to let you hold prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
I'd rather not. I'd rather just have quest completion. Anyway, I'm gonna call it here, ladies and gentlemen. I've been NoGod21. This has been Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. In the next video, we're heading back to the Diamond Quarter to pledge one of our support to to pledge our support to one of the candidates for the throne, Haramont or Balin. It's not really a choice considering I've already made the decision, because I always go with that decision. But until then, thanks for watching, a wonderful evening, and I'll see you all next time.